Hey, I want to explain a little bit the changes that we're making as we're preparing to open our doors here at Functional Fitness. One big change or one major improvement that we're making is semi-private training is going to be called personal training because that's really what it is. And what we're going to be doing is we are condensing it so 4 people are working with a coach for a 30-minute period. What this is actually going to do is allow us to be more efficient as a business, which then allows us to lower the price for someone like yourself. And so our pricing will be changing to accommodate this new model. And so we want to do this video to explain the new model for you and just lay it out exactly how it all works. So a few things here. So every session would either start on the hour or on the half an hour. Okay. So there would be a group of 4 that would start on the hour and another group of 4 that would start on the half an hour. Okay. The first 15 minutes, that's going to be your soft tissue work, your mobility, any prep work that you do for your workout. Okay? And this is going to be uncoached, so you're not going to have someone guiding you through this time. Okay? We'll obviously teach you it, and we can still help you while you're in this session, but that's going to be largely on your own. Then we have your power work, your core work, your strength work. All of that is going to be under the guidance of a coach because that is the most important piece of the workout that needs coaching. There's a lot of form, there's questions. That's the piece where we want to make sure coaches have a handle on it. So that's a 30-minute block about right in there. And then if you have some energy system stuff or some metabolic work at the end, that's the last 10 to 15 minutes. And so someone could still be in here for an hour. It's just the 30-minute block in the middle is where you're gonna have access to a coach. And it's not like you won't have access in other times, but the priority will be given to those people doing strength work. And so what this allows us to do is create a little flow in the facility. We have a warm-up area where you come in, do your soft tissue work, get your foam roller, lacrosse ball, do your mobility work, and then we move into the strength area. And then after the strength area, then we can move out into the energy system area. So it allows us to have a really nice flow. And especially during this time, it allows us to control how everything's moving and keep people together, keep smaller groups together, right? So we only really have 4 in a group, but we still can take 8 people in an hour, right? And so remember, you'd always start on either the hour or the half an hour block. So we'll have different training times. You'd either start at 7 or 7:30, 8, 8:30, that kind of stuff. Remember, the first 15 minutes would be soft tissue mobility. The next 30 minutes is going to be the power, core, strength. And that's the portion that is going to be under the guidance of the coach. And the last piece is going to be the energy system development, which you really don't need a coach to watch you ride a bike, right? And so we want to make sure that we're optimizing it. So this allows us to get 8 people in an hour under a single coach, which then allows us to actually reduce the price of training for you. And potentially allow you to bump up to, instead of training 2 times a week, to 3 times a week. And Ezra just locked himself in the bathroom. So we gotta let the child out. Wanna come on, buddy? There we go. So that's what we're moving to. Never a dull moment here at Functional Fitness. So that's what we're gonna be moving to. We wanted to do this video just to show you kind of what the format is going to be like. We'll actually walk through this here in a second. And then we'll be getting new memberships and all of that stuff laid out so you can choose what's best for you. So this is actually gonna allow a lot of people to bump up and train 3 times a week instead of 2, which would be phenomenal because the more repetitions you can get in the gym, the better off that you're going to be. So let's just kind of take a tour of how it would all.
Do you want to talk about the sanitation station?
Potentially lay out. Yeah, so when you come into the facility, you're going to have your sanitation station. You're going to clean your hands. You're going to get your towel. You're going to get your spray bottle. You're going to be able to use those throughout. And then you'll come on over into the warm-up area. So there may be people doing strength work here, which is fine. We're able to keep our distance as we go along. Then we're going to move into the warm-up area, which will be right in here. So everyone will have their square for the warm-up area. Okay, you'll have your foam roller, you have a lacrosse ball, PVC pipe, whatever you might need for that. And you'll have your spray bottle so you can spray stuff down when you get here and then spray stuff down when you leave. And then it's pretty straightforward, right? Once that 15-minute mark hits, then we transition over. We'll give you a we'll give you basically a number or a square to be in, so that you know exactly where you need to go, and then we'll move you into kind of the next section, right? And so we'll take a look at the strength area as well in here. So everyone in the strength area, you're gonna have your own bench, your own bands, your own dumbbell set, your own weights, barbell work if we're doing that. And so you'll just basically stay in your square the whole time. So you'll notice here we're distanced well away from each other the entire time. And then we'll have and then we'll have our ion machine going in the HVAC system, so that's killing everything that's in the air and on surfaces at all times while people are in here. Doors open, air moving, lots of airflow. So, and then once you finish with that, we'll have an energy system area that's set up that you'll be able to go to. Again, keeping it very distanced and doing the best we can to keep people as far apart as possible. And then you've got your little hands, you got your sanitizer all over. We got hand sanitizer all over the facility. So this place will be like a sterile environment. Nothing's growing here.
Are we requiring masks?
At this point, unless mandated by the government, we won't be requiring masks. It's really challenging to exercise with masks on. So I would rather have you guys spread further apart. So you'll notice, like when we look at the floor and everything, people will probably end up being 10 to 15 feet apart rather than just 6 feet apart. So there'll be plenty of space. And we've got the air technology so that the air is being cleaned all the time. And so unless mandated by governing bodies, we won't be wearing masks, but you can wear one if you see fit. If you would like to wear a mask, you're more than welcome to. And then our coaches will be off of this floor. We'll be over on the green space so that we're well away from clients as well. And then we'll still be doing temperature checks, that kind of stuff, as people come in, just so that we see. But like always, like if you feel junky, just stay out of the facility. We've got plenty of virtual stuff that you can do at home. And we will continue with our virtual, with our personal training. So if you feel that you would rather stay at home, we can continue to provide programming, provide that help and support that you need in order to be successful. We'll just do it virtually. But if you do want to come back to the facility and you feel safe and feel good about it, we'd like to have you back in. And this is just the things that we're doing to help make it a safer and really more affordable environment. So we will be continuing with this model even after all of this kind of blows through over the next couple of years because we feel like it's a much more efficient model for you as the client and for us as the coaches. And so we can get you what you need at a more affordable price. So that's what we got. If you have any questions, reach out. See you later.